Welcome to GOS Media. I'm Josiah Kim. A pregnant lion wandered away from the tribe to birth. Sadly, she died shortly after delivering her cub. Grazing not far off were a herd of sheep belonging to a local family living nearby. A mother sheep heard low, distressful whelps and wandered about until she found the cub. As all mothers know, she could not leave the newborn to die as she carried the cub back to the herd. At first, the herd thought that the mother sheep was crazy for bringing a baby lion into their midst. However, they all did agree the cub was cute as could be, so they secretly carried the baby lion into their barn. In fact, the cub melted the heart of another mother sheep that had just birthed a litter. She allowed the cub to nurse with her lambs. The lion cub continued to grow, and soon he started to believe he was a sheep. He bleated like a sheep, ran like a sheep. He even learned to eat grass. Yet even though he loved the sheep and they loved him, he never felt quite right. There was something missing. For some reason, he could feel the pull of the wild around him. After a while, the cub grew to a point where the sheep knew they could no longer hide him from the farmer. They also knew that if the farmer ever saw him, the farmer would certainly kill him. The sheep gathered around their friend and explained that he was not a sheep. He was actually a lion. The lion laughed out loud, believing they were pulling a prank. No way. If I was a lion, I would roar and not bleat. The mother sheep that found him explained the story of how he came to be a part of their herd. The story sounded a little more convincing, but the lion did not want to leave the only family and friends he had. No, he decided he was a sheep, and he was going to stay. About this time, another sheep ran into the barn and told everyone that the farmer was headed their direction. The lion had never seen the sheep looking so afraid. The sheep that had nursed him moved behind him and took his tail into her mouth. Playtime, the lion thought, for they had played this game many times before. Except this time, the nursing lamb began biting the tail. At first, it was just a bit uncomfortable, but she kept biting harder and harder until the lion was in so much pain that he opened his mouth to yell stop. To his surprise, a mighty roar echoed throughout the barn and reverberated through the jungle. There was no more doubt in the once baby cub. It was this instance that he realized he indeed was not a sheep, but rather a mighty lion. The sheep that was watching the farmer reported that when he heard the roar, he ran back to get his gun. The sheep told their lion friend that he had to leave and leave now, or the farmer would shoot him. Even though the lion understood, it did not stop the tears from flowing from everyone. Having said his last goodbyes, the lion bolted into the jungle and was never seen again by the sheep. It's pretty easy to believe that you're something you're not when everyone around you pretends you are that something. They will even make you feel special and unique. Everyone wants to be special and unique, right? It might even seem fun to be something you're not. Truth is, like the lion, pretending to be something other can be dangerous and in some circumstances, deadly. The reason living a facade is so destructive is because it is a lie. It is deception to the core. A person may find temporary happiness playing pretend, yet you can never find real joy if your entire identity is built on the shifting sands of a lie. Remember, happiness is temporary and contingent upon external factors. Joy is a permanent state, contingent upon an internal sense of well-being. There's a reason it's called a happy meal and not a joy meal. There's also no peace when we live a lie. Recall how the lion believed he was a sheep, yet he also knew something wasn't quite right. There was a repressed urge, a real desire, a genuine calling of the wild. Every one of us was born with certain characteristics and attributes. It exacts a tremendous and unhealthy toll on our mental and emotional health when we make every effort to deny, reject, and ignore our God-given characteristics. When we do such, the very essence of our being will always gnaw at us, longing for the reality of our true existence and expression. It took folks who genuinely loved and cared for the lion to save his life. It also took pain inflicted by those very loved ones. Yet their courage and sacrifice gave the lion the opportunity to find real joy in his true identity. And so it will be for you. If you are living a lie, and those who love you reach out to help you, there will be tears, reluctance, resistance, and cheers, all necessary and all worth it when you obtain genuine freedom and joy. When those who love and care for you the most begin to speak truth and love and inflicts pain upon your psyche, just remember, it is not what they're doing to you, it's what they're doing for you. This they do because they earnestly hope you will learn and live by today's grain of sugar. Be yourself. Everyone loves an original. Have you ever run with a crowd that you thought you belonged to, only to have a rude awakening that you were fooling yourself? Have you ever had to confront someone about the folly of living a lie? It would mean incredibly much to the colony if you would share your experience. You'll be helping untold numbers to find the courage to stop bleeding, start roaring. On behalf of GOS Media, thanks for stopping by. If you enjoy our videos, then please like, subscribe, and share with others. If you want to support our work, then become a colony member by joining us on Patreon or grab some merch from our website. Links are pinned below. On behalf of GOS Media, thanks for stopping by. I've been your host, Josiah Kim.